Well, hello. Hello, hi. It is me, I can't even believe I have this camera on, okay? Small Town GD, you're Heidi on these your internets, and I am back. She is back, darlings. Is she really? No, she's not. I'm probably just checking in. I want to start on my makeup. You guys are not going to have to sit through the entire thing. I'll probably come back on when my face is all done. I tried to go through the socials to see if there were any changing topics that I missed. Nothing that I get to talk about anyway. I wanted to review the Real Housewives of Lagos because they're my girls. I love those girls. Okay. We're 2 episodes in, so I'll probably sit down and do something about that. I fell off watching Unfollowed. It looks like I need to get back on. People aren't saying good things about the Mikali one. I'm not surprised. Mikali's beautiful. She's just never been compelling, and I don't know why. Anyway, the Nziki one might be interesting. I did watch the Fat Joe one, and in my head I was just like, the Fat Joe one was, I was, a friend of mine and I were seeing eye to eye on that. She felt like the interviewer, I think Tobekile is his name, the news anchor, we know him as a news anchor, that he was like, he came in hot, and I felt Joe came in defensive. Like, I don't know, which makes sense because of like the premise of the show. Why wouldn't he come in hot and defensive if he knows he's there for that style of show and interview? But I've other things to say. To know me is to also know that I think Joe does problematic things. I think Joe thinks he's pushing the envelope when he's actually punching down, much like Dave Chappelle, which is exactly what I say to this friend of mine. When your critiques are constantly leveled at people who are positioned, who aren't as strategically positioned, you're punching down. That's not you pushing the envelope. It's not. When you're trying to other an already othered group of people, that's just you adding to the problem. He keeps saying he's pushing the envelope. I don't know what envelope he thinks he's pushing, but he's not. That's not to take away from his talent. I think he's an amazing broadcaster. Honestly, easily my top 5. Easily my top 5. The late Cooley Roberts, right? That's probably the only person who could hang with him, all right? Very quick. The wit is out of the late Cooley was probably the only person who could hang tough with Joe like that, but he does disappointing things. I think but it's classic of like black men wanting to uphold structures where they feel they benefit, especially if they feel like any other kind of type of black. I'm not sure if Joe even, but like he's existed in black spaces, and like for as long as I've known him to be an on-air personality type person. But I had some things to say about that, so maybe I should go sit down, rewatch it, get my thoughts fresh on that again, so I can speak about it with fresh eyes, having just heard it, because I watched it when it came out. I just didn't come down to talk to you guys about it. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Tall Ass Mo. Why aren't I going to? What is there to say? It seems like he went to this one, to this sit down before he sat down with Fresh, if I can tell. There's nothing to say about Tall Ass Mo. That's why I'm not going to talk about him. There's nothing new to say. See, I can't find my pencil. I'm just going to work on my makeup, you guys. And we're going to go a little faster. And then I'm going to take you guys with me today. Guys, how are the girls affording this kind of content? Right? Like the lifestyle content. This shit is expensive. It's expensive. And honestly, I didn't even plan. I wouldn't say I planned the content around. I didn't plan content like this. I planned outings, and then I'm like, I just record. Maybe you'll decide you want to use the footage. But the girls who do this, oh my God, I think you must already come from like rich people or something. Because I'm trying to get into my small town foodie bag, which was actually the original idea for this channel. If you didn't know, You wouldn't know, I didn't tell you guys. But at some point, maybe on my Instagram, you'll remember the page was Small Town Foodie, not Didi, because I'm a foodie, right? You know, I'm not like fat for no reason or anything that's silly. There's cause. But I was like, creating that kind of content is gonna take from me, and work-wise, I can't do it. Money-wise, it's costly. The idea of going, like, doing outings in my small town, showcasing what there is to offer culinary-wise, just tourism-wise, that was gonna take from me from my already like non-existent fund. And I was like, no, not for us. But I think I like elements of it in bits. Like, I think I'll do some of it here and there, do some food or outings and stuff, do some food reviews. What qualifies me a lot, that's truly the answer. And then maybe we can even cook together sometimes. You guys will let me know if you like that, because, you know, she can actually cook. I don't do it much anymore because I bake a lot. And after you're done baking, you don't feel like cooking, okay? You just don't. For the girls who have brows, I like to see hairs. I've always liked a natural brow. Like, I'm telling you about always. Even when it was fashionable to have that super dark one, I've always liked to see the little streaks of hair. You see? And I'd lost my touch. My brows were getting darker and I didn't know what was happening. So I got this very cheap pencil. I can't tell you where, because I just get them anyway. Like at my friend's shop, at like whomever, I'll get a brown pencil me, right? And I have hair mostly, so I like to just fill in the ends because I don't have hair to here. That's what I need to fill in. And then I'll just go in with brow gel and set it in place. See, my brow gel is even discolored because it picks up on the streaks from, you see, so that you don't overthink it. And then you go back in and you just clean this out. And then I actually do my top part with like my foundation, because I don't like it to be like that halo effect, that like where it's like you carved them out. So I don't like to carve out the top. That way it doesn't really look like that. Sometimes I'll do so with my ends here because they need shaping, because I don't have good shape here. See, now I'm acting like I'm a makeup girlie. Did nobody even ask me all of this? Maybe you guys are curious. I don't know. Am I even keeping this thing? I don't know, man. I don't like to see super light the concealer, so I'm gonna go in with one that's darker and mix them up. So that it's not too light, because then I just feel like I look weird. Then I don't know how the girls do it, but I need my mirror, okay? Do your line here, do your other line here, your high point, and then do this. And then connect them. I can't wear this because there's a breeze, but this was the plan. I forgot I had this dress. I literally remembered when I was in the tub, because it's like all my things are long sleeve and I was gonna be too hot. I tried them on yesterday and I forgot about this dress. I've never worn it. Finally remembered that I have this dress. I look so cute in it. And there's a breeze. I can't go with straps like this in this breeze. That's a recipe for tonsils or flu. I can't do it. So we're going with this because it's actually just full on chilly now. Y'all know this is my problematic area. But if I want to show waist, we must show fupa. So that's us today. Yeah. Feel like a lady. I have studs on and everything. I don't know about my shoe situation. I think I need to get new runners or something, but not sure if I should gloss my lip or keep it matte, but I'm having my coffee because again, these same girls are running late. Not me though. I'm having an actual tiny ass cup today. My fridge is so loud, hey.
Pamela, ligay. The Phoenix. Buffy Marion again. Oh, just checking.
Our first stop was at the Magoebaskloof Hotel. I've driven past here many a time, have never stopped, have never gone in. Has never really had that pull or draw, but the last time we drove past here, we were going to Zwagala for the Minas market, and we're like, it was a Sunday, so we're like, oh, they've got a Sunday buffet when we want to do an outing. This is something to come and check out. We have a kid with us, it's also kid friendly and things like that. Disappointing, not surprising. Okay, it's regular like Sunday course. Like if you're not in the mood to cook at home, say after church, and nobody's in the mood, and you want to have regular food, nothing is going to surprise you, and you can eat, you know, to the volume of your heart's content, I suppose this should do it. And this seems to be the theme around home, because I know another establishment that offers a similar, like they have a similar kind of offering on Sundays. It's disappointing in as far as a culinary experience. If that's what you're going for, you are going to be sad and disappointed. I believe a plate is one, or a head rather, 165. And then for the kids, I can't remember below what age, it's free. And then you order your soft drinks and whatever else you want to drink aside and stuff. So for that price point, it makes sense. I mean, this is pretty much a catering plate if you think about it, and most caterers charge up to like, some I know 200 rands if they're having to cater for a wedding per plate, if I'm going to break down the costing in that fashion, which is how I understand it and also how I rate this food, right? It's regular, it was even dry to a degree. This beef was actually good, the spinach is okay. I didn't feel like dealing with the squash, so I was like, not gonna have that. But yeah, I won't be doing this again. Okay?
No, not squash. No squash for me. What's this, potato? I have some roasted potatoes here. I think I'll get a roll.
We decided to move to a second spot for dessert, and truth be told, we probably should have just started here and ended here. This is a baby, it's relatively new, for a couple of months, if not a couple of weeks. I've seen everybody posting about it on Instagram. It's in Hennigsburg. We didn't have dessert at the other spot, so we came over here. I had carrot cake, Ingrid had creme brulee, and really good. It's so chilly. Again, I'm out and about, and I've decided to record, and it's cold. It's cold. I didn't even bring a jersey, and my mom was like, "No, girl, get something warm." Like, I'm like, "No," because it wasn't chilly, right? It was threatening, like, but it was still like, but there was like a little breeze. Like, they are not because I'm an Ikitaba people me. Like, I love the cold, right? I would always take this weather over anything else. I look chic and cute when it's cold. I have a harder time looking put together when it's hot. I just do. But yeah, super chilly all over Monday. The place seems to be a halal place, which we love that. We love when we can create spaces that aren't centered around booze all the time. Rich coming from me, who really needs a shot of tequila right now. So I'm having a cappuccino, and I also ordered a slice of cake, but that's just like shit I do to suss out the competition. Our cake is a decent size. You see?
It's actually
It's quite big, hey?
I want to get
Lynn was hoping. It's not entering now. Let's see.
What is this custard? What all you want about the custard?
I don't think so. It's okay.
We can make later.
I'm not gonna lie. It's almost as good as mine. I'll say that about every cake in the world. Okay?
Is it banana inside, man?
You're tasting pineapple probably. Those which are real I'm sure you na carrot nga mara wide.
I eat.
Uro bona kira kaka. Ndako ngori tsinya ka umoja.
Engizwar kilo kuyona.
Into you ga mumna re okele ga kenana ore.
It's nice.
On our way back down, a little bit closer to home, we drove past Farm Store on our way up, and we figured we'd end back down here. We stopped by here, they were about to close. Literally, it was right before 5 o'clock, and we decided to go way down there. This walk was very interesting for me. I just love the whole outdoorsy feel of things. I actually ran into somebody who's a client of mine here. It was so lovely to see her. And we had Mahau, that's the little girl, go on the zip line. They have a kiddie zip line. It's $50 for 3 rides. And she's like a little bit scared, but she wanted the rush. She loves to play, like that is her stuff. And she did all 3 and look forward to going back each time. So yeah, and then what I had wine. I got like a glass of wine to go. Cause
Girl, why am I? There's some cookies, my chop chip. How much are they? $30 for one. If I did this, you all would be screaming and telling on me by your ancestors. Them some sugar cookies, heart shaped. These keep for a while because royal icing is basically just sugar. These are cute.
hello Yella, thank you so much if you watched the entire thing. I know this isn't really my usual content, but anyway, the girls and I chilled in my baking room. My brother dropped by for a little bit of a chat, and we enjoyed a bottle of wine. Well, Ingrid and I had wine. Masova was having coffee. She's always trying to be better than us when it comes to the liquor.